Competition and Consumer Protection Tribunal has upheld a $220 million fine imposed on Meta Platforms, incorporated by the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are our top 10 stories countdown today. At number 10, troops from Pakistan and India exchanged fire overnight across the line of control in disputed Kashmir, officials said Friday, after the United Nations urged their nuclear-armed rivals to show maximum restraint following a deadly shooting in the region. Nations have plunged to their lowest level in years, with India accusing Pakistan of supporting cross-border terrorism after gunmen carried out the worst attack on civilians in contested Muslim-majority Kashmir for a quarter of a century. At number 9, Remo Stars Lady have made history by qualifying for the NWFL Premiership Super 6 for the first time after a 2-2 draw away to Abia Angels in rescheduled match played on Thursday in Umuahia. Punch Sports Extra reports. The result was enough to send the Ikenne-based club into the playoffs with a match to spare in only their second season in the top flight. Originally slated for Wednesday, the match was halted in the 23rd minute due to heavy rainfall. At number 8, in celebration of its 61st anniversary, the Nigerian Air Force has launched a nationwide open day initiative aimed at deepening public engagement and strengthening civil-military relations. According to a statement on Friday by the service's spokesman, Air Commodore Ehime Ojodame, said the initiative provides a rare opportunity for Nigerians to interact directly with the Air Force, explore its operations, and gain first-hand insight into its contribution to national security. At number 7, the federal government has explained its decision to install solar panels at the Aso Rock Villa. The Director General of the Energy Commission of Nigeria, Mustafa Abdullahi, said it is unsustainable for the Aso Rock Villa to continue to pay about 47 billion naira yearly in power bills. He said that this is why President Bola Tinubu approved 10 billion naira for the solar power grid to power the presidential villa. At number 6, the World Bank Group has said that despite Nigeria's resource-rich status, more of the country's citizens are expected to sink into poverty by 2027. This is contained in the World Bank's Africa Pulse report released at the ongoing spring meeting of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank in Washington, D.C., the United States. The report noted that sub-Saharan Africa has the highest extreme poverty rate globally, with a large share of the poor concentrated in a few countries. At number 5, Senate President Godswill Akpabio is heading a high-level Nigerian delegation to attend the funeral of Pope Francis, the head of the Roman Catholic Church, in Vatican City on Saturday. This was disclosed in a statement signed by the Special Advisor to President Bola Tinubu on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, on Friday. Pope Francis died on April 21, 2025, at the age of 88, just a day after leading Easter Sunday celebration at the Vatican. At number 4, a former Senate President, Bukola Saraki, has expressed shock over the defection of the People's Democratic Party's vice presidential candidate in 2023 and former governor of Delta State, Ifeanyi Okowa, to the ruling All Progressive Congress. PDP's presidential candidate and former Vice President Atiku Abubakar selected Okowa as his running mate for the 2023 election. And at number 3, the National Youth Service Corps has sworn in 1,900 Corps members of the 2025 Batch A, Stream 1, deployed to Jigawa State for their national service. Addressing the Corps members during the swearing-in held on Friday at the General Yakubu Gowon NYSC Permanent Orientation Camp, Fenisau, Dutse Metropolis, Jigawa State Capital, Governor Umar Namadi, who declared the orientation course open, urged the Corps members to feel at home and enjoy the hospitality of the state's citizens. At number 2, Justice Emeka Nwiti of the Federal High Court, Abuja, has granted the request of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission to arrest and detain 6 promoters of Crypto Bridge Exchange, CBEX, over alleged investment fraud amounting to over $1 billion. Justice Nwiti issued the order following submission by the Council to the EFCC Fadila Yusuf. And at number 1, the Competition and Consumer Protection Tribunal has upheld the $220 million fine imposed on Meta Platforms incorporated by Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission. In a statement on Friday, the FCCPC's Director for Corporate Affairs, Undaje Ijagu, announced that the tribunal also awarded the commission $35,000 to cover the investigation costs. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.